I had a recent quote request from a customer to make this area more aesthetically pleasing and sort out the dramatic fall to the side. So here I'm using a post digger. I find this very, very helpful for breaking up the earth, making it easy to shovel. I'm trying to create an even more even fall downwards and even out the left hand side to the right, because they had a dramatic slope both ways. So I'm just digging down 300-400 mil. Now I'm shoveling it around from the right hand side to the left, just trying to even it out just a bit more, so when I get the steps in place it's a bit more easy to work with. Now I'm just going over it with a level or a rule, but this way I'm using a spirit level and just getting it a bit more even. Now I'm marking the timbers. We are using 1200 long by 800 wide, and we're just cutting them to size, and then we're going to screw them together. We're using 100 by 75 mil timber, a nice, real nice thick presence, and hopefully we can create a really impressive feature for the lady. The lady was working towards a certain budget, and she wanted it done within her cost-effective, budget. So therefore, I would have done things a bit differently if I was doing it without limitations. So here we are with the second one. We're only doing 2 for the sake of the video. However, there was 4 sections. Here come the stones. We're filling them up using charcoal grey. Filling the buckets up, bringing them all over. We're doing this in 2 sections now. We're going to fill about half of the step up and bed the pavers in. Now the pavers are recycled by the lady. She just pressure cleaned them, she already had them. Once the pavers are on and they're pretty well in place, we put the second half, about 50 mil in, and bed them all around, which creates a pretty decent bed, and they're not going to move anywhere. I would have ideally cemented them down, but the lady assured me this way was fine and it was more a visual, and she didn't want to spend the money. And you've got to work to their budget, and once the stones are in place, when you come around with a hose, just hose it off, get any debris out the way and clean the stones up, so when they dry much more even colour. Now we're going to go on to the second section, repeat the process, half fill with stones, get the slabs in, and then once the slabs are about halfway in, we're pretty secure with the positioning. We are then going to fill in the top 50 mil, and we're going to make it pretty tight all the way around. The lady's going to secure the stones in time with like a resin, so it should not move in time. It'll be very secure. Like I said, if I was doing it my way, we would have cemented them down and done the process a bit better. But at the moment we're only a few $100s in materials and stones, so she was over the moon with the price and the outcome. So we're on to the final section here, and now, yep, nearly there. So just hosing it all off, getting it nice and tidy, getting the last bits of debris out, and there we have it. There's the final four-piece stepping stone we created for the lady. I'm impressed with it. For the budget she wanted to work towards, you don't always have to spend thousands or a fortune. And there we go, a little bit of a before and after coming up. A bit of a transformation, and yeah, there we go.